Alright, it's the Black Artist here. Another video. Sorry it's been so long. I've had a lot of things to do, and me having this cold is not really helping. But anyways, about what this video is about. I was originally not gonna make a video pertaining to this subject, but since I've been watching YouTube and a lot of game channels have been talking about this, so I thought I kind of have to make a video. So, anyways, the video is about, as you know, if you've been seeing, well, I mean, I don't have that many videos on my channel yet, so, but I mean, if you've been seeing my channel, you've probably seen, how what I expect of Uncharted 3 and how my expectations are really high for that game. Yet, so this is kind of pertaining to this subject is that the first reviews, how reviewers they kind of get the game like like a bit like maybe a week or two early. They review it, um, and yeah. So Uncharted 3 got it was from like I think the first one was from like a Spanish magazine or something like it got a perfect score, 10 out of 10. And IGN uh recently gave Uncharted 3 a 10 out of 10. Now, this is IGN rarely gives out 10 out of 10s, as you've seen on I think they gave Grand Theft Auto 4 one. And then I think they gave Metal Gear Solid, and I know there was another one they gave, like, I can't really remember it, but yeah, they gave those two. I think they gave, well, no, yeah, I don't remember, but like, my point is they rarely give out 10 out of 10s, like, perfect score. They gave Uncharted 3 a 10 out of 10. Now, I am, I'm anticipated for a lot of games. I'm anticipated to get, Batman Arkham Asylum, Saints Row Third, and Uncharted 3. I'm really anticipated for that game, but like I gotta say, being realistically, I don't think Uncharted 3 deserves a 10 out of 10. I think it's better from the stuff I've seen. It's better than what's it called? Than Uncharted 2 was. It's kind of an improvement, but I don't think it deserves a 10 out of 10 because a 10 out of 10 that's a damn near flawless game. I mean, like Uncharted 3. I mean, the multiplayer, because I think the reason why I don't think it deserves a 10, it probably deserves like a 9.8 or something like that, but not like a 10 out of 10. Because like if you see the multiplayer, I played the multiplayer beta, the one in the summer. Um, the My friend has like a, I don't have it because I said that I don't want the Uncharted 3, that whole subway, deal with that until like I get the game. I want the full package. But like I played, my friend like he has the subway package or the subway whatever thing. So I go over and see the multiplayer, and there's a lot of the multiplayer is really good. It's even better than Uncharted 2's, but still it carried over the same problems with the melees, the melees being unfairly balanced and the damage they can do. Blind fire being like more accurate in the aiming, and there's problems with the multiplayer kind of, so it can't be. I mean, the Uncharted, and people may say, "Oh, I just get Uncharted for the what's it called, the story." That's, I mean, you can do that, but you don't say that Uncharted is only a story-based game. It's, I mean, like okay, I can understand when you say Uncharted kind of came to the got known. It's known for its story. It kind of got brought into the spotlight because of its the story. It drags you into it and the characters. But don't say it's not just about the multiplayer. I mean, if it wasn't just about the multiplayer, think about this. It wasn't just for the multiplayer, or if it was only for the story and not the multiplayer, then why would Naughty Dog have all these advertisements for the multiplayer? Look at this Subway deal for example. The you know uh they're obviously advertising the multiplayer because they're trying, and they're giving to Subway, and that's not Subway is not just uh any regular business. It's motherfucking Subway. You know what I mean? People going, they're gonna go to Subway and then they're gonna see, oh, what is this Uncharted 3? The people that that already know Uncharted 3 are gonna be like, oh, really? Uncharted 3? I better get on that. And the people that don't know about it, like Uncharted 3, they might look it up on the internet and find out what it's about. So yeah, I mean, they obviously are also kind of trying to portray the multiplayer and trying to advertise it. So it's not just about the single player. I mean, they're trying to. They said themselves that the developers have said themselves, that, like on videos and interviews, that they want the multiplayer on the Uncharted 3 to be the go-to game on the PS3. They wanted to uh what was it they said, compete with the big boys like Modern Warfare and Battlefield and all those things. You know what I mean? And I was like, they shouldn't really say that, because you know what I mean. Like Uncharted, they have a good multiplayer, but it's like they don't really have. Naughty Dog doesn't have as much experience with um with multiplayer than the other people do. I mean, it's definitely not the people who say that multiplayer on Uncharted is tacked on are fucking retarded. That's not true. Like you can tell the difference between a tacked on multiplayer and a actual, legit multiplayer. This is Uncharted is definitely a legit multiplayer, because there's customizations. There's a lot of depth to it. Depth. I'm sorry, yeah, depth to it. I mean, that's how you can tell if it's a solid multiplayer. It's gonna have depth to it. If it's tacked on, it's just gonna have you'll know it's tacked on. It's not worked upon. But anyways, I think it's because the reason why they gave it a 10 out of 10 was because they only or IGN gave it a 10 out of 10 was because they only really looked at or Greg Miller, the guy who revealed it, uh Beyond Podcast Beyond, if you don't know about that, yeah, but never mind, yeah, never mind. Already said. If you're Beyond, if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. But yeah, I think the only reason they gave 10 out of 10 to Uncharted was because they only looked at the certain aspects of the game, the story. I mean, if it was a story, if it was just a campaign, I'm sure I would get a 10 out of 10. If it was just a campaign, um, I mean, every game has its own issues. Like I've been hearing, sometimes like the animations are really better in the game, but sometimes they'll get like a little glitchy. But I mean, it's like that's not really enough. Like if it, well, what I saw was that it's glitchy from time to time, but it's not like really, kind of detrimental to the gameplay. It's not like enough to get you killed or something like that. So I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, every game has some sort of like glitchy animations to it from time to time. Um, but like if it was just for the campaign, I would understand and giving it a 10 out of 10. But like the multiplayer, even I'm a gamer. See, I'm a realistic. I'm not gonna. I could be expecting the game to come out. If it sucks, I will straight out say it sucks. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like a fanboy and say, like trying to make it look good and then say it's hella good when it's, even I know it's not, but I just want to say it's good. You know what I mean? Like if Uncharted 3 like sucked, I already know it's not gonna, because I've seen the shit I've seen. You can just tell a game is not gonna suck just from what you've seen. But I mean, like if the game turned out to suck, I would say it sucked. I would say, and actually I would feel better if somebody said that, the game, like I feel better. I would like the reviewer more to say the flaws, because then it would be more like, of a realistic thing, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be like, just because, Uncharted 2 was good and you're a really fan of it, like a big fan of it, you would say Uncharted 3 is good. So, yeah, anyways, and a lot of people are basing their decisions a lot off of what, like, reviewers say. Like I saw some Battlefield 3 reviews. I'm planning on getting Battlefield 3 over Modern Warfare 3. You already know what I've said about that. Um, but like people have been saying, like, this was a 10 out of 10. It gets a 9. They be acting like they killed their grandma or something. Like I don't know. They be acting like a 9. You know how good a 9 out of 9 is, or 9 out of 10 is. That's that's pretty good. That's like a fucking, that's an A. That's fuck. If I got 9 out of 10s on my test and shit, like all the tests that I get, fuck, I'll be fucking praising the Lord. I mean, not to say I got bad, I got pretty good grades, but I mean, my point is that a 9 out of 10, that's no laughing matter. That's like people be bitching over that shit. Like when games be getting 6s out of 10s and all that, be glad your game got a 9 out of 10. Really? I would be like, I mean, really, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like there used to be a time where people could just go out and buy a game, not worry about people, saying if it sucked or anything. I mean, not worrying about the reviews. They just go out. If you want the game, you get the game. You know what I mean? there used to be a time where you could do that, but I mean, it's not really. I guess in this day and age we can't do that anymore. But yeah. Anyways, well, that's a pretty long video, but I mean, I had a lot to talk about. I mean, it's just it's just I don't know. I mean, like people be basing their opinions too much on what other people say. I mean, if it's you want the game, go get the game. Um, yeah. So really, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what to say. Um, well, as soon as Uncharted comes out, I have a review on that. I'm gonna start doing game reviews when I get when the games I really want to get out. I might the games that I have a lot of games, but some of them are kind of like too it wouldn't be like relative to review. So from now, like maybe from the ending of maybe this year to like the beginning of the year, or the beginning of next year, I'm gonna start doing reviews because I feel the games that I have right now are kind of like too like the latest game I got was what is it not Red Dead Redemption, not that game. I think it was Red Dead Redemption or yeah, no, not Red Dead Redemption. No, it wasn't Red Dead Redemption. It was oh, it was now it was some Dragon Ball Z game. I forget what it was. But anyways, um, yeah. So that's basically all I gotta say. Um, yeah. Peace. All right.